Hey YouTube, it's ICU and welcome to the 98th episode of Best Tech Info and Rumors. Now to start off, before we begin, I just wanted to say that yes, I know today's Thursday because I normally upload videos on Friday. However, this Friday I actually have personal matters that I need to attend to, so I'm just pushing out the 98th episode today on Thursday. Alright, now to start off, I just wanted to talk about Apple and iOS. So as many of you know, iOS 5.1.1 was jailbroken about 2 months ago with the release of Absinthe and then shortly after Red Snow. Now an untethered jailbreak, for those of you that don't know, is different from a tethered jailbreak in the sense that you can actually power off your device and turn it back on whenever you want. And it doesn't rely on the same tethered lime rain exploit that's been around for quite some time now. So in the past, Apple has promptly closed exploits that security experts and hackers have used to actually push out untethered jailbreaks with the release of a new firmware. However, again, this time around, we're over the 2-month mark for the iOS 5.1.1 untethered jailbreaks release. So I just want to do something kind of different this time around. For the question of the day, let me know down below in the comment section, do you think Apple will release a new firmware such as 5.1.2 or basically something to just patch the iOS 5.1.1 untethered jailbreak before the release of iOS 6, or do you think they'll just wait until fall to push out a new firmware, being iOS 6? And the way things are going right now, it seems like Apple will wait. However, what do you guys think? Again, let me know down below in the comment section. Also, something that kind of builds on this is the Black Hat Conference. Now, Apple is reported to actually participate in this year's conference, and this will be Apple's first participation since the original conference was held 15 years ago. Now, in the past, the Black Hat Conference has played host to numerous security experts presenting different vulnerabilities for both iOS and OS X, as well as other platforms. And one such presentation in 2009 led to Apple's release of an updated version of iOS 3 to fix a severe SMS security exploit. So earlier this week, the Black Hat Conference kicked off in Las Vegas, Nevada. However, today there is a scheduled presentation for iOS security. So it will be really interesting to see what happens, again, especially with the unfixed vulnerability in iOS 5.1.1 that allows for the untethered jailbreak. Alright, now moving on, early yesterday, Apple released OS X Mountain Lion, or 10.8, and it's available in the Mac App Store for a one-time fee of $19.99. Now that single purchase will allow you to upgrade all of your Macs to Apple's latest OS X version, being Mountain Lion. And of course, those of you who have purchased new Macs since Apple's latest laptop upgrade, your computer could be eligible for a free upgrade to Mountain Lion through Apple's up-to-date program. Now for those of you that don't know, 10.8 brings a number of welcomed updates to OS X, including improvements and added functionality to Safari, Game Center, and iCloud. And it also brings new additions such as Messages, Notification Center, sharing capabilities, AirPlay mirroring, Power Nap, Gatekeeper, and the new Siri dictation feature. Of course, for more information on Mountain Lion, be sure to check out the post that's down below in the more info. Alright, next up, the other day, Apple announced their Q3 earnings for the 2012 fiscal year. Let me say they did better than last year's Q3. However, they somewhat fell short of last quarter, but they did beat their initial estimates, which is definitely good. Overall, they reported $35 billion in revenue, and they're counting $8.8 billion of that as profit. And of course, a big milestone for iPad sales in Q3, Apple sold over 17 million units. And moving on, according to a report that cites credible sources, Apple will indeed change their standard 30-pin connector on the next generation iPhone to a new redesigned 19-pin connector, and that's primarily to save room on the bottom so they can actually relocate the 3.5mm headphone jack port. Now also in this report, it indicates that this will not only be an opportunity for Apple to evolve their products, but also for third-party manufacturers to upgrade their accessories to generate additional revenue. But it's important to note that if Apple does replace the standard 30-pin port on the next generation iPhone with a redesigned 19-pin dock connector port, it definitely won't outdate 30-pin dock connectors or accessories anytime soon. For that to happen, every Apple device with a 30-pin port would have to be phased out, which would take a minimum of 3 years judging by current iPhone, iPad, and iPod Touch models for sale. Moving on, according to a new publication from Patently Apple, the company has actually filed numerous patents related to near-field communication, and not just for purposes such as actually paying for things with an app such as Passbook, but also for controlling and interacting with things, anywhere from a TV to something like a standalone DVR. So if you guys want more information on that, of course, just be sure to check out the post. And finally, earlier this week, I released a new top 5 video. This time around, it's my top 5 Cydia tweaks for Notification Center. Just be sure to check that out to discover 5 new great free tweaks available inside of Cydia. Of course, don't forget to rate this video up if you liked it, hit that subscribe button to be notified every time I release new videos, and for the question of the day, let me know down below in the comment section or on Best Tech Info, what do you guys think about Apple? Do you think they'll release a new firmware prior to the release of iOS 6 this fall, or do you think they'll actually wait till the next version of iOS and let the 5.1.1 untethered jailbreak stand until then? Again, just let me know down below, and of course, to be updated more often, just be sure to like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and add me to one of your circles inside of Google+, and until next time, this is ICU signing out.